Well, Vicky and I decided to choose McMahon Structural after speaking to Ben and Anchor for probably 3 or 4 years before we decided to pull the trigger on a build. We had 1,000,001 questions for those guys about a build. I'm a pretty pedantic kind of guy, anybody that knows me. And I think the one thing that gave me a lot of confidence was Ben and Anchor were able to answer pretty much any question that I had. In fact, they were able to kind of take me to other builds that they'd done. We had a look at lots of different design ideas when we were first working on our own floor plan, and that was the other thing that I really liked about Ben and Anchor is they can build anything, and they were really accommodating to us and what our family needed, and always willing to give us a bit of an idea here and there where we got stuck. And I think after seeing some of their houses, to me what was one of the other things that was really important was, I guess, seeing the finish quality, so the end product of other people's homes, and you could just see the love and care that goes into the product, and you don't get that with every builder, and that's what won me over at the end of the day. Yeah, look, the process from initially just talking to Ben and saying g'day and we're looking at building a home to actually building the home was quite fantastic and really good. In fact, I was a bit sneaky and gave Ben a bit of a project to work on first, which was actually building my shed. And I just wanted to test him out a bit and see, how does he handle, a simple job like building a shed. And, I met his team and some of his crew at that time, and they were fantastic. And the neighbours were always quick to say at the time that the boys were always into it and working hard during the day. And, I like someone that works hard. I like to work hard too. And, when I can see Ben and his team putting everything into it, I have no issue with parting with my money and giving it to someone that's going to do a good job. Yeah, the communication between us and Ben and Anchor was really good actually. We probably talked every week, if not every second week. I love construction and just seeing what's going on, and I love to take an interest, particularly if I'm spending the money on building something. And I would often pop out to site, and the guys would drop tools for 5 minutes and tell me what they're up to and what they're doing, and I'd ask 100 questions. And even Jake and his team were just really good at just giving me confidence every step of the way that this is where we're up to and this is what we're doing next, and everything's looking really good. The house looks fantastic, and hats off to Jake and his team and Ben and Anchor. They've done a really good job. Couldn't have asked for anything more. Yeah, I would 100% recommend McMahon Structural for anyone looking to build a custom home. They just take the pain out of the process, and it's been, for my wife and I, this was a home that we wanted to build that was our forever house. So it was quite important to us that we got things right, and at certain times we wanted to slow down and take our time and figure something out, and Ben and Anchor were great at really giving us some advice, and they were patient with us, and then we were really patient with them throughout the build. And in fact, we probably didn't have to be that patient because everything ran perfectly well and on time. Ben's project management skills were outstanding. I think every stage of the job just kicked along, which is pretty unheard of these days. I've heard of smaller houses taking 12, 14 months to build, and this is a decent sized house, and it was done in just over 9 months. So Ben's project management experience and what he does is fantastic and amazing, and we're really grateful for them for building a real quality house. I think that was before we actually commenced this build. It was just the feeling that I got. Ben and Anchor have always been pretty open and honest, and I think that's fantastic when you just have trust and confidence in someone, and they don't always tell you what you want to hear, but they'll tell you a mile beforehand when we think that you should consider this in your design plan, or I've done this at this place and this worked really well for them, why don't you do that? Just building that trust and rapport with somebody, and we had that before we even broke ground here, and I think that's what you need in a builder, and that's what you get with Ben and Anchor at McMahon Structural.